things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. If you are a fan of Abraham Hicks, you've probably heard that being said before. And I want to break it down because I want to share why this is so powerful to take on this belief, to have this as an affirmation. I also want to share why it doesn't mean what you maybe think it means, because I feel like a lot of people misinterpret this and then they question it or doubt it and don't give it any effort or attempts. So let's take a look. So welcome back to another video. My name is Kara Michelle. I'm here to help you live your truth. And this mindset shift, this affirmation, whatever you want to call it, taking on the belief that things are always working out for me will change everything for you. Now, this not only elevates your vibration and puts you in a positive place, puts you in a positive mindset, all these things where if you have the attitude that things are always working out for you, you're going in with this confidence, with this trust, this reassurance, maybe this faith in whatever higher power you believe in. You're taking on the energy that, whatever comes my way, it's going to work out. It's going to be okay. And that changes everything. Most people go through life with the opposite belief of, I'm not good enough. This probably isn't going to work. I don't know why I'm even trying. Nobody's going to respect me or see me or react the way I want them to. We take on the negative and then we wonder why things don't work out. But we're already going in with this disempowered energy. We're already going in with no belief in ourselves or the outcome. So naturally, that's what's going to be most likely to come our way. Now, where some people get confused, I think, with things are always working out for me, is that they believe that means or they either believe or they judge that means that life is going to be perfect after, and so they don't think it's possible because it's well, there's no such thing as a perfect life or blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to, what a waste of time thinking that, because it's not going to happen. But the thing is it's not saying that life is going to be perfect, and it's not saying that there aren't going to be struggles or hurdles. It's just reminding you and keeping you in the perspective shift that even whatever struggles come your way, things are working out for you and things can get better and you can still get from point A to point B. So many people stay stuck in this negative space and they give up on their dreams, or they give into self-doubt and anxiety and fear, and it's because they don't believe, they don't know how to see the struggles and the roadblocks as just lessons compared to the end of everything, the end of the world. And this is a major mindset I teach with my clients, is realizing that you get to decide whether your struggles are lessons or whether they're limitations and hurdles. So it's up to you to determine, something didn't work out. Does that mean I'm a failure? Does that mean I'm never gonna make it happen? No, unless you believe it. All that means is that you've learned something and now you redirect on the path, or you've learned something and now you see this new opportunity, or you realize it's not exactly what you wanted, so you try something else. Every single failure or struggle or setback is really just a lesson, and it's just a piece of your personal growth in becoming who it is you want to be. So when you can say to yourself, everything is always working out for me, and something bad happens and you can go, it's okay, everything is always working out for me, that brings the faith back in. And it also keeps you focused on the fact that this hurdle doesn't mean you have to give up. It doesn't mean that you go back to square one. It doesn't mean that you're a failure in life and you're never going to do the things you want. It just means that you've got a redirection on the path. You've got some lessons to learn. You've got some karma or some negativity to clear. You've got some things to work through, but everything's working out for you. And a lot of times these struggles come because we need to do the inner work. And for me personally, I really truly believe that all of the things I went through were I felt like I was getting hit again and again and again. Like, my brother passed away when I was 18. He had an allergic reaction to a prescription drug. A couple years later, I was raped at my university. And a couple years after that, I hit black ice while driving across Canada, and I flipped and rolled 4 times. All of those things were shitty, and they brought me down. And for a long time, I was stuck in that story, in that place of like, nothing's working out for me. The world's out to get me. Why do these things keep happening? But it was through the work and almost being forced. Like, I truly believe those things happened because I needed to learn the lessons behind them. I needed to grow and evolve as a person. And they were here to serve me so that now I can help other women and I can help others break free from their struggles, because I've done it. I know what it's like. I've been there, and I had to work through those places and find my way out on the other side in order to be even more empathetic than I already was, and to be even more confident and reassured in what I'm teaching and what I'm doing and learning, because I've lived it, so I know what it's like. I can relate. If I had never had those hurdles, I don't even know what my life would be like right now. I probably would be sitting in a job I hate and just going through the motions, because I didn't have any kind of shakeup to redirect me to my purpose. And that's truly what I believe in my heart and soul, is that these hurdles that I had to face were there to teach me and to help me to grow. So at the time, I would not have said everything was working out for me. Definitely not. So if you're in the midst of a really heavy thing right now, I'm not expecting you to watch this video and to be like, yay, I love that this is happening, everything's working out for me. That's not what I'm asking of you. But I'm asking you to realize that down the road, someday, when you're on the other side a little bit and things have cleared, the dust has settled, you're going to see that this experience has made you stronger. It has redirected you towards your purpose. It has gotten you out of a toxic situation and into something new, right? It's helped you see more of your worth or more of your desires and what you really want out of life. So it was always working out for you, because it was getting you to where you're meant to be. And I think that's what is so important to take away. I've heard a lot of people, and not to be negative, but a lot of people in the older generations who listen to some Abraham or hear it, and they get so skeptical right away and very cynical and negative and well, it wasn't working out for me, because look at all these things I had to go through that were horrible. And it's yeah, those were horrible, but had you followed, if you continue learning and growing from these experiences, you could create something beautiful with that pain and with that struggle. You could help other people. You can redirect into the career of your choice, or go travel, or go do whatever it is you want to do. So everything is always working out for you. You just might not see it, and it just might not be in the way that you expected or you hoped right away. But when you take on that belief and that energy, it makes the struggles a lot easier. It can bring in that extra faith and hope and inner knowing that things are gonna be okay. You're gonna make it through. It is gonna get better. You're not here in this space for the rest of your life. And it can be that motivation or that support and that push to keep finding the positive, because whatever you focus on grows. So if you focus on the positive, even though you've been dealt a shitty hand, if you focus on the positive in that, you're gonna start to see more positive. That's how your brain is wired. Your brain is wired to reaffirm whatever you already believe. If you believe life is hard, it is going to literally be looking for every single signal around you that's reminding or reaffirming that life is hard. So then that's all you're picking up on, and then that's going into your brain and sending the signals of, well, that's wrong, and that's a struggle, and that didn't work, and you're just playing that loop. if you can focus and create the belief that everything is always working out for you, that there is a silver lining, if you can find the purpose and some hope and faith in the struggles, then you are going to start to train your brain to look for that and to pick up on those positive things instead. And you'll notice that over time, your brain starts to do more of that, and it's just becoming natural. Because now you've trained it to find the positive, so all it's looking for is the positive in every single situation. And then you just feel even more, everything's always working out for me because I found a dollar bill on the ground, and I found this, and this person showed up in my life, and it was so exciting and like perfect timing. You're gonna notice all of those things, but if your brain is still trained on the negative, you're gonna find that dollar bill on the ground and you're gonna go, oh, that's not enough money. I don't not even need that. What does that do? It doesn't do anything. And someone comes into your life and you're gonna be like, well, they're not this or they're not that, or like I'm not ready or whatever. I'm gonna stay angry and cynical because life is hard. You're gonna be this really negative person stuck in this place, and you're not gonna be seeing the beauty and all of the good things coming to you in your life because your brain is wired to find the negative. So one of the best things you can do is to start rewiring your brain and start creating these new pathways, these new patterns and belief systems that tell you the opposite is true, that keep you affirmed and moving on the path of seeing that everything is working out for you. Everything is bringing you where you're meant to be. Everything is supporting you and helping you grow and evolve into who it is you're meant to be on this earth. Everything is coming in its rightful timing. There are a million positive things going on around you right now. It doesn't matter how hard your situation is in this present moment. I guarantee you can find a few things to be grateful for and to be positive and focus on. And if you continue to focus on those things and continue to reprogram your mind to look for those positive things, it's going to start doing that more naturally. And then you're going to start noticing how you're not thinking about the negatives quite as much every day. You're not focusing on the areas where you don't feel good enough or you're in lack or whatever. So if you want some help with this, I have an amazing free mindset training. I'll put it down below in the links and in the comments. And this is about 45-minute training, and it's insane. It's going to break down so much about your mindset, why you're thinking the way you are, how to break out of it, and I'm sharing my 3-step system to do this. So it's really, really powerful in teaching you how to make these shifts and how to create these new patterns and new thoughts so that you can start to live the life of your dreams and show up in the energy that you need in order to accomplish all the things you want to accomplish. So you have the power to believe anything, and you have the power to create anything. But it comes back to you and your mind and what you're telling yourself every day. So if the story you're telling yourself every day is that life is hard, things aren't working out, I'm never getting enough, I'm never getting what I want, nobody respects me, I'm not good enough, whatever it is, if you're telling that story every day, that's what you're going to believe, that's what you're going to see. So it's really important to take this seriously and realize that what you tell yourself, you believe. So start telling a new story. Start telling yourself something that's going to empower you and move you forward towards where it is you want to be. That's going to change everything for you. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you stick around. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And comment down below. Share your own experience. If you're an Abraham fan, say, I love Abraham. If you have any thoughts on this whole everything is always working out for me and your own beliefs and maybe perspective, I'd love to hear it. I think it's easy to kind of question and doubt it, especially when it's new and especially when you're going through the struggle. As I said, I didn't believe this when I was in the midst of things. It was in that hindsight is 2020 mode where I could look back and go, wow, yeah, these things were really hard. I wish some of these things didn't happen. Like, mostly, I wish I could have my brother back. The other things, they taught me a lot. But I'd take my brother back over the lessons, but I can look at these experiences I've had and I can really see that without them, I wouldn't be the woman I am today, and I wouldn't be creating the impact I'm creating today. I wouldn't be traveling the world like I am today. I'd probably be in a really different situation. So that would have probably been shitty in its own way. So I had these hardships and these major hurdles and things to work through, and they were very hard for a long time. But now that I look back, I can see the lessons. I can see how much they created for me, the evolution that came from them, and I can be grateful and know that everything was actually working out for me to get me to where I am today, to get me to where I needed to be, and to get me into my purpose, my destiny, and my power. So I hope you can see that yourself. I hope you can use this. If you aren't someone who's familiar with Abraham Hicks, go check it out on YouTube. It's really powerful, guaranteed to change your mind, change your life, and create a lot of new beliefs and a new awareness around everything. So I would highly recommend. And again, please subscribe, please give this a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video.